everybody? Now it is the day of the picket. It's 12 a.m. and about 11 hours we're gonna go picket. So, the Sea Org Day. If you are a pedophile, a child molester, a child abuser, join the Sea Org. I've seen numerous older people, middle-aged people, or even older, in their 50s, in their later 50s, in their 40s. And when I was a Scientologist, when I'd go to LA a lot because my grandparents happened to live there, so we'd go to Big Blue, AOLA, and hang out down there, go to the Celebrity Center, that kind of a thing. Well, I noticed a very, very large amount of young Sea Org member children. When I say children, I'm talking about 13-year-old, 14-year-olds, right around that age. A bunch of them. And they were married to much older men that were in their either 50s or in their 40s, that kind of a thing. It was pretty gross in my own strong opinion. I thought it was weird. I always used to get recruited by the Sea Org members. They would try to get me all pumped up to get in the Sea Org. But then the whole thing is you can't have kids when you're in the Sea Org. You either got to have an abortion or you got to tie your tubes. Well, that's pretty much your options there. If you're going to leave the Sea Org and you have your kid, well, fine, you got kicked out. You're a bad SP, you're an evil person, you're not saving the world, because the Sea Org thinks and believes, per L. Ron Hubbard, which I call him L. Ron Hitler, he actually believes that his little organization that he made, his little cult called the Sea Org, is basically going to clear the planet and universe, and that is the only chance that every man, woman, and child has in the whole world. And if it's not for the Sea Org, the evil SPs will come and destroy the universe and world and drug everybody up. And if you're drugged up, now you're an illegal PC, which means you're so messed up in the head you cannot be fixed. Therefore, you cannot get auditing. Therefore, you cannot give money. Therefore, you cannot be a Scientologist. And therefore, it hurts their pocket. So that's why Scientology has a big problem with psychiatry. Besides L. Ron Hubbard, according to L. Ron Hubbard Jr., L. Ron Hubbard was in an institution once he got kicked out of his military, wannabe career, since he didn't obey and shot off a couple little rounds of his little 3-inch gun and all that kind of stuff. That is all court documentation, public information. You can find that information, and Arnie Lerma has a lot of it on his website. Now, the Sea Org is really all about cleaning, not doing Scientology, hard labor, and making yourself feel like you're saving the world. A lot of Sea Org members that I noticed, very few of them ever went clear or even close to going OT. Sometimes you see some that are OTs and they've been in Scientology for a long time. There's a reason for that though, because if they had a bunch of OTs that were in the Sea Org, well, maybe they would start to realize there's a bunch of bullshit and they would leave. They like to get young kids, they like to get people that are kids, 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, young people. They're easily convinced. Generally people that are have parents that were Scientologists for a while, those are the kind of people they want to get. They call it raw meat. They want to get you in, they want to snatch you. They want to take your kids away, as Tori said, which is true. They want to take your grandkids away. They want to take your brothers and sisters and friends away. I used to go to the Golden Gate Apple School. It was embarrassing when people would say, "What school do you go to?" And I'd say, Golden Gate Apple School. What kind of shit was that? It was a Scientology school that I got stuck going to. It was horrible. I went to another stupid school named Delphi Academy in Kensington. That sucked too. Or actually Palo Alto. And the Golden Gate School was one of the other schools, one of the last schools of a Scientology school that I went to was Golden Gate Apple School. And it was really, really shitty. They didn't teach you much. But the point is, it was pure Scientology school. And it was ran by an OT8, Kathy Shepard. Well, she died of leukemia, sad enough. She died of leukemia. She was an OT8. She's been in it her whole life. And she wasted her life in Scientology. Poor lady's dead now because of Scientology. But anyways, she died of that horrible disease, leukemia. The point though is, many of my friends that were in there, my little sister's friends that were in there, the Sea Org started coming around and snatching them all. And a good amount of them got snatched because the majority of these kids and people were Scientologists. So they went to the Sea Org. Well, now you don't see them anywhere. They're in the damn Sea Org. And they're doing their little Sea Org hard work. And hopefully there's not a bunch of little girls stuck in the Sea Org, being so-called married off to old men and getting stuck having sex with them and stuff. That's really sick. The common thing in the Sea Org and Scientology that I was told was, we're all Thetans, the age doesn't matter, we're all many, many years old, don't worry about it, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's a good line for a child molester. Or how about, oh, do you remember me? I remember you from a previous lifetime. That's another good come on that they do, these child molester Scientologists that are in the Sea Org that like to marry little girls and little boys. Generally, it's the little girls that these people marry. It's really sad and sick. So you stupid Scientologists that are being perverts and being child molester pedophiles, and you stupid Scientologists that do not report these people to the police because you're not allowed to per policy, or you're going to get kicked out of Scientology. And the SPs are all the government and they're all suppressive, so you all believe that because everyone have writes that and stuff. Shame on you. You guys are idiots. You guys are assholes. And you know what? You need to just close down that stupid little Sea Org or outlaw little kids from joining the Sea Org. But if you guys did that, you wouldn't have a Sea Org, because too many people leave the Sea Org after a short period of time or a long period of time when they start to realize it's a bunch of bullshit. So people, Sea Org sucks. The Sea Org supposedly runs the Church of Scientology, which actually is the cult of Scientology. It needs to be closed down and brought down, like the Mormon whole thing got closed down. Well, Scientology with the Sea Org thing is very similar. It may be worse. They need to be closed down. Scientology will not let girls have kids or women, and they have many, many abortions. You can read about this, and there's many people that have been in Scientology in the Sea Org that can tell you firsthand information. I've seen this for myself. I'll see you guys all in a couple hours. It's Tommy Gorman. Let's have a good time tomorrow, and let's give Scientology something to talk about. Make sure a lot of us show up, and we'll have a good time. And as long as I'm there and there's only one or two other people there, I'm happy. But I know Anonymous will bring a lot of people, so that's great. I'll see you all real soon. And for the Scientologists or other people that do not like me and want to talk shit about me behind my back, well, that's fine. Take a number, kiss my ass. I really don't care. And if someone has a problem with me, at least have enough balls to come to me and to talk to me. Don't be a chicken shit and go talk behind my back, because if you do, you're just a talker and not a doer, and I can give a shit less about your words. I can't make everybody happy, so there are people out there that aren't going to like me, and you know what? I don't give a shit. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have fun.